Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blackfoot Book Club for yet another volume of my essential film reviews collection, and I bring you my rambling musings and spoiler-free musings on the 2011 film Shame, directed by Steve McQueen. I just don't understand why people would want to get married. Brandon, Michael Fassbender. We first meet Brandon on a New York subway train as he smiles and flirts playfully with a woman sitting further along the carriage. And we depart from Brandon at the end of the film as he looks at the same woman but on a different train and on a different day, this time without reciprocating her smile or her playfulness. Circle of life? Maybe. Doomed to constantly repeat the same actions time and again out of an inbuilt circle of obsession, compulsion, addiction and personality disorders? For Brandon, probably yes. For me, this was and is a career-defining performance from Fassbender, as he characterises Brandon with such inner turmoil over his foibles and obsessions that I was crying long before he collapsed into an angry and rage-filled weeping mess in the film's final act. He would go on to star in McQueen's Oscar-filled epic 12 Years a Slave in his third collaboration with the director, adding to his already tortured performance as Bobby Sands in Hunger. McQueen certainly enjoys putting his star man through the performance ringer. But it's here that Fassbender provides a portrayal of such raw intensity and emotion, as he displays a character so tortured and so unlikable, yet you can't take your eyes away from the screen. Brandon is a successful, affluent and articulate New York sales executive who works for his lowbrow, almost mirror-image boss David, James Badge Dale. And to the outside world, he appears to be content with life, who enjoys work and a party lifestyle out of the office. Yet underneath his laconic and purposeful exterior lay many secrets, and none more so than his obsession and addiction to sex. He frequently masturbates, the office toilet cubicle isn't even out of bounds, and is habitually attached to his laptop and office computer for the purposes of constant pornography, and his obsessions drive him to seek out any possible casual sex that he can find, including prostitution. His addiction is driving him further and further away from day-to-day reality, and he's particularly remote from any friends and work colleagues, as his selfish desires for instant gratification make building new friendships or relationships impossible. This is starkly evident and encapsulated in his relationships with women as a whole, especially with his sister Sissy, Carey Mulligan, and would-be girlfriend Marianne, Nicole Beharry, and these relationships provide two of the film's many pivotal scenes. Sissy is a jazz club singer whose beautifully poignant and melancholic rendition of New York, New York moves her usually stoical brother to tears, and the brief scene is perfectly captured by director McQueen. The camera at first focuses on Brandon and David sipping cocktails, but is quickly cut to Sissy in a close-up for the duration of the song, before returning to Brandon. His boss David is now no longer important, and focusing on his tearful response to his sister's sublime yet mournful performance. Wiping away a tear and leaving the table to get more drinks for everyone, he ignores David's chiding of him for having a tear in his eye. Later we find Brandon killing time before a date with Marianne, and despite arriving deliberately late, he is cold towards her, as his actions highlight more of his disconnected psyche. He's late and a little nervous, but equally awkward at the social etiquette of dining and getting to know someone intimately, and bemused at both an overly fussy waiter and Marianne's innocent questions. Brandon needs instant gratification, not discussions of food and wine, and of Marianne's smiling questions on love and relationship. Her eager questions are dismissed in a deadpan manner, but cheerfully she continues. "What's your longest relationship?" 4 months, is his monotone reply. "To commit, you have to give it a shot," she replies. "I did," he laughs. "For 4 months. Brandon is a sex addict, unable to control his bubbling obsessions and inner demons, who likes to silently observe before grasping for instant gratification and selfish fulfilment. He's a lonely and disconnected outsider in a busy world who's bemused that others don't share or participate in his obsessions, and Michael Fassbender portrays him in a performance of a lifetime. Within Brandon's world is his sleazy and opportunistic boss David, and thoughtful, kind and would-be girlfriend Marianne, but it's Carey Mulligan's portrayal of his unhinged and manic-depressive sister Sissy who may break your heart. It is yet another magnificent character portrayal from Mulligan, who would go on to star in Nicholas Winding Refn's Drive in the same year, before starring in the Coen brothers' magnificent Inside Llewyn Davis 2 years later. Shame is another Steve McQueen film that clearly isn't for everyone. However, this Film 4 UK Film Council and lottery-funded masterpiece has so much to be admired, from the director's deliberately slow-moving camera, which captures Brandon's thought processes brilliantly, through to returning director of photography Sean Bobbitt's capture of the numerous reflections following Brandon throughout the film. Whether in his apartment, hotel, office or on the subway train, they are always there to capture and mirror his tortured unease at the addictions and obsessions that follow him at every turn. And that was Shame from 2011, directed by Steve McQueen, brought to you by Stephen Blackford at the end of October in 2023. Writing and reading, spoiler-free film reviews since 2012. And I live in peace and in solidarity. And I sincerely thank you for being there, and thank you so much for watching. Please be careful out there, everyone. Peace.